Saturday. What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Saturday, everybody. I hope you had a good week and going into the weekend. Hey, Blackberry Molasses, I thought you was a member before. Thank you, baby, but I know you're a supporter. What's going on, everybody? I heard there's a lot going on. Actually, I seen some. Boy, oh boy, I seen some of what's going on. But anywho, listen, if you believe in voting, make sure you get out there and vote. November the 5th is the big election day. Some people could vote early. I early voted. I don't tell you who to vote for. I don't try to beat you into voting. Just know voting is our civic duty and it's our right. And so if you believe in voting, hey, YouTube, make sure you get that vote out. YouTube camera. Dang, I saw a snippet, but it was a good little snippet of your live. You've been doing your thing over there, girlie. Congratulations. And YouTube camera, I want to do that goal thing. I will copy that off you when I learn how to do it. But what's happening, everybody? Is a lot happening, right? Yeah, I'll see my title, Willingfully Ignorant, willfully ignorant and beaten into submission. So the little bit I saw yesterday, you know what? It's very tough being a content creator down here in the beef sector. It's very, very tough. You struggle with a lot. You struggle with sometimes you struggle with being who you are because everyone don't agree with that. And it makes it tough to even come on here sometime. And, no one is putting a gun to my head. No one is making me do anything. I enjoy the people who enjoy me. I enjoy some of the drama. Don't get me wrong, but it's very tough because I guess I'm just not so addicted to this YouTube that I allow some things to really tear me apart. Now, some things bother me, especially when people try to attack my character, who I am. But I'm not going to sit here and fight day in, day out from platform to platform, proving who I am. I just let you believe what you're going to believe. Because there's a couple of things I've learned by being down here. Thank you for joining me this morning. Please hit the like. Diva won't be here, but we have the Queen Ray Black here. And I believe that is a lady. Ray, thank you so much for being a mod, accepting my mod, stick and supporting me. Thank you to all my members. So thank you, YouTube. Smooches, baby. You doing your thing over there. You're very consistent. That's what I like. It's like me turning on the news. I turn on YouTube camera, Ronnie Q in the morning. That's where I get a lot of my shit, what's going on. So anyway, it's very difficult. And one thing I do know about being down here, y'all, and this is just 100, 1,000, keeping it above, is if someone don't like you, they don't like you. If they like you, they like you. It is what it is. You can't persuade people to like you. You can't make people believe you. You can't make people like you. You can only come down here and deliver your content and be who you are and stand on who you are. No matter what, you could get drug all over the YouTube streets. Just stand in what you believe. So and when I say that, it's gonna segue into something else that I've made observation, but that's something we know. And another thing I know a lot of you all have peeped as content creators and subscribers. People will band together to come against you. They will band together, whether you've done anything to them or not. They will band together to come against you. And it is what it is, but you have to be strong. Hey, Meech, if you got a membership, please tell YouTube cameras, thank you. I definitely appreciate you. So that's what they do down here. So we know what goes on around here. So you have to build yourself up to survive down here. You're in a fighting mode down here a lot of times, and you have to build yourself up to survive. You have to be tough to survive in the beef sector. It is what it is, because it's a strong force that go against you if they're not for you. So you have to be very, very strong. And if you're not strong, then they will tear your ass up. But if you solid and you just stand on being solid, then eventually they see they can't move you because they didn't make you, they can't break you. And that's what goes on down here. Now, we love the beef sector. We love the drama. We love the mess. We love, it's good down here. We love the contest. There's a lot of stuff we like. We got talented, professional, good people. We got people who's willing to get, but you can't make no one believe what you believe or do what you want them to do. And that's the problem down here. These people, to include the subbies, the content creators, they will try to beat your ass into submission or conform into their ways. You just can't do it. You got to stand on what you believe. And believe me, these people are influential. And there's a reason why they influential like that and why they can make shit happen, because you give them power. Now, I watched a couple of things happen yesterday, and this is what this is leading up to. I come down here, you guys, good, bad, or indifference. I'm Mz.Teavalocity. I don't change for anyone. I know people will like to look at me in a certain light. The people who like me. The ones who don't, keep it moving. I don't care. I just don't care. It doesn't bother me. I'm still going to come down. But my thing is, you own your platform. You own your platform. People have the right to turn the channel if they don't like who you have on your platform, what you have on your platform, how you run your platform. If they don't like it, they don't have to watch you. But you have to be comfortable knowing that you can lose some people because you stand solid on who you are. And you run your platform the way you run it. I don't give a shit whether 1,000 of them come out here and go against you. If you fold, you fold. If you stand strong, you stand strong. Everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to accept you. Everybody is not going to like what you do on your platform. But again, it's your platform. Last time I checked, I paid for StreamYard. I paid for this. I paid for YouTube. I didn't pay for not this computer. My son brought me this computer, right? But I paid for that stuff. So it's my God-given right to do what I want on my platform. You may not like who I bring over here or what I do, but to browbeat somebody, to dog somebody, to put them on trial over here, I think is a bit fucking ridiculous. And I watched that. And again, if you fold, you will fold to the pressure. See, most people like genuine people. Most people like strong people. Now, some people like weak people. Some people like weak people because they could control and manipulate and move them around here. But if you're strong, you can't move them. And so those are the ones who's going to survive. It's just a given. You will survive. You may not get that glorious amount of numbers and money and cash, but you go build your own, and you will stand on your own, and it's okay. You will grow organically because people will gravitate the genuineness, the solidness, if that's a word, they will gravitate towards you. But to try to make somebody see something your way is fucking crazy to me. I was sitting here watching this yesterday, bits and pieces of it. I think I started off on YouTube cameras and I started watching what was going on there. And then somebody else watched and it was going on there. So what I'm trying to say is people are mad. Let me tell you something, because other people are having outsiders, who we call outsiders. There's no gates, there's no fence, there's really no boundaries, because you have the right to have who you want to on your platform. Can't nobody stop you from having who you want, from networking, from commingling, from whatever they call it, dealing with other people. Only you could control it. And yes, people get mad when other people are introduced over here into the YouTube, into the beef sector. Is a group of people. And they're a strong group of people. And they will band together now. They will definitely band together to make sure things go their way. But if you stand solid. Now, I thought that was the craziest shit, because Lemon, I'm going to say Lemon had some people over there visiting, and I think a couple of them weren't of color. They were people. I think one of them was clear. I don't know. You know what y'all call clear people. Anyway, they weren't the black race, and people had a problem with that. I believe that was one of the problems, and maybe something someone had said. Now, the reason why I can't expound or elaborate on exactly the sentence that was, or the statement that was made, is because I'm not sure what was offensive about it. And I am a Black woman, and I'm an educated, intelligent Black woman, but I couldn't find the offense in that unless I looked for something, because the meaning of what that person said probably didn't affect me the way it affected other people, but I didn't know the context leading up to that. A lot of times when I hear something, I hear bits and pieces. That's why I can't expound on it. I can't say what's right and wrong, is only what I believe. So I wasn't sure the contextual structure of the statement that was made. So I wasn't able to say, that was offensive to me, because what I heard wasn't offensive to me. I don't know where these people come from. But again, people could come where they want to. You can have who you want to. You may lose some people because they're not in agreement with who you have on your platform, but that's okay too, because when you lose some people, you'll gain. Just continue to be who you are and run your platform the way you want to. So apparently this lady had made this statement. She wanted to be sassy, and I could be wrong, or she wanted to be taught how to be sassy. Now, was that offensive to me? No. Again, the contextual structure of the statement, I don't know. But the part that I heard, the clip that I heard, is she just was a woman from another area, from over in the UK, who want to learn how to be sassy. And it was, the part that I heard was jostling. Like she was, oh yeah, I want to come over here and learn to be sassy. Now, I don't know if she was talking to Sassy because Sassy was over there, and Sassy is a little sassy, or was she talking about she want to learn how to um drag, roast, and gag? I don't know. But I didn't see at that, I didn't hear anything was super offensive to me, maybe because I didn't, again, catch everything that was said. But it was a big deal. It was a big, big deal to people. And I couldn't find the wrong in it. And I don't care what anyone says. If I don't understand and find the wrong in something, you can't make me see the wrong in it. So I'm not sure what really took place. She meant drag and roast. That's what I thought, Black Girl Code. When she said, I want to be sassy, some people don't have that. Like me, I'm not a roaster and a gagger. So if I wanted to do that, I would say, oh, Black Girls Code, I want to learn how to be a little roaster and a gag and a little sassy, especially if I was a woman of another race. Because we know Black women carry themselves in a certain way, and it doesn't always have to be derogatory. See, maybe perhaps we perceived everything to be derogatory because we want to make a big deal of it. Feature her. Okay. Okay. Okay, so she was a more reserved woman. That's what I thought. So when I heard all of this, I was wondering why people were so offended. But again, I didn't hear it all. I didn't hear the beginning. I wasn't there to hear all what took place on Lemons, and I wasn't there for the end. I'm just hearing things out on the YouTube streets, and I'm trying to pick up what was wrong with it. That's all. Now, again, everyone is entitled to their opinions, their perspectives, and how they perceive things. I just didn't see it that way. Does that make me a coon? Does that make me a ignorant Black woman? Does that make me anything that you want to name me? Absolutely not. It was my perception of what I heard. And can't nobody change that. And I don't care how many people browbeat me, how many people don't agree. I don't care how many fucking panels is held. I didn't see anything wrong with that. Olivia, I was offended because why do you need to study me? Did she use the word study? Did she use the word study? Are we throwing in words with meanings to connect it to that? That's what I heard her say as well, Javius. So I don't know, but anywho, let me continue on before I get distracted. So my thing is, when people don't agree with you, you can't beat them into submission. You can't make them, unless they're a weak-minded person, believe how you believe. And I think it's pretty crazy that a group of adult women and men believe that you could do that. And you have to sit, for one, I'm not going to sit and have nobody persecute me. I'm not going to sit and have nobody question me. That's just me. I'm not going to do it because I don't owe anyone down here anything but to come down here and do my commentary. Am I 100% right all the time? Absolutely not. Am I 100% wrong all the time? Absolutely not. But it's my perspective, and you can't change that. Now, a lot of times, if I get into a conversation and somebody tell me, oh no, Miss T, this is exactly what took place, and I go, oh, I didn't see that. Okay, I understand where you come from, but for you to sit there and make people believe the way you believe is just crazy to me. It's just crazy to me. I can't believe it. And I heard the clip of Lemon saying he's going to continue to bring people on his platform who he wants to bring on his platform. And there's nothing you could do about it. And there's nothing. So you have two choices here. Support him or not support him. That's how that go. You can't make him. We can't make anyone not allow people to come over here. You can't be closed-minded to accepting new people because it's the beef sector. So here's the first thing I always hear. Hold on. They over here to get our money. No, they heard we have money over here. No, they just chasing them. They just chasing us for our money. You have a right to give people money. You don't have to give it to them. But you have to really sit back and peep out people's agenda and what they really here for, not from what you heard. You know? You just, to me, that's just weak-minded. That's just group thing because everybody move in the same accord because of something else starts. It's almost like a domino effect. Someone say it, and then everybody hosts a panel by, and then they beat content creators who allow these people to be on their platform. Again, is almost like a group think thing, no individuality here. But you'll hear people say, no, I'm my own person. No, that's just what I think. A lot of times it's the influence over here to make a person change their mind. I'm just saying that's all I'm saying. And I think is really kind of closed-minded, not to let people over here. You let them, I mean, where's the, I know that it's people over here who can actually, say some things and they kind of blackball you, and they, but again, nobody can control your panel but you. Lemon has his own show over there. And let me tell you something, whoever I have on my platform is my platform. I'm not going to allow people to tell me who to have on my platform and who's not on my platform. I don't tell you who to have on your platform. You can't tell me who to have on my platform. There's plenty of places I go of people I don't like. I just don't drop down or I leave. I don't come out here and make 100 videos, and I don't go from panel to panel dragging somebody and making a big thing and spread narratives and trying to influence people not to like certain people. Is your platform, continue to do you. I just think it's crazy. When I heard that, I was like, damn, maybe I'm still trying to find out what this lady said that was so offensive. Is it really what she said, or is it because she was a white woman or a British woman or a woman of another race? That's what I'm thinking. I believe the connection was because of what she said, was because she wasn't a woman of color. Had she been a woman of color, we would have let that shit ride. It's plenty of Caucasians over here, you guys. It's probably more than we ever know behind these avatars. We don't know who these people, and there's plenty of Black people over here and other races. It is what it is. If you don't like them, just don't support them. But to have all these crazy, sessions where you just go beat somebody into submission, is just fucking crazy. Just like Lolo. Her experience might be different. She could be willfully ignorant. She probably just want to see some things. Not that she don't know. I don't believe that she doesn't know. Oh God. Not that she doesn't. I believe some shit she just choose not to know. But I mean, I just see some of this stuff crazy. I see it as a lot of group think and a lot of protection in the community, what we call a B sector, that we really don't need here. We don't need it here because everyone's grown. They can make their own decision. So I thought that was a little crazy. And I just say kudos to Lemon, because Lemon said he go get hey, Queen Diva, I know you're not here. I think so, Kimberly J. Dunn not in here. I don't know what y'all talking. But anywho, I just think that you just stand on business, do what you got to do, run your platform the way you want to run it. Everybody is not going to agree with it. But let me tell you this. Don't allow somebody to fucking control you. A lot of people are controlled over here, and I see it. And hey, listen, I'm not mad. I'm just doing my commentary. You have to, for yourself, learn people. It doesn't really matter. Now, we know a lot of shit have happened. We know racism exists. We know sexism exists. We know a lot of things exist in the real world, as well as this virtual. However, you still have to take people for how they treat you. Maybe Lori don't want to see that. Maybe she really never experienced that. Y'all can't say that girl experienced the shit that you experienced. Now, we all know the Trayvon Martin. We all know the Sandra Bland. We all know the George Floyd. We all know a lot of people that things have happened to. But that doesn't mean that she has to conform to not liking certain people because of what other people have done to us. That's the only problem I have. And another thing, Lori, you don't owe people anything. You got to toughen up. I'm not going to talk down on you. I don't question you. I think sometimes you're just willfully ignorant. You just don't want to see things. You don't want to see color. Your whole world, I don't even know if it's a character, but I believe that you just want to love. I don't know what have taken place in your life. We have had a conversation. I know you've been through something, But I think you just in this bubble where you just want to love. Yes, I'm sure you knew about some of these things, or at least you have heard them. Maybe you didn't teach your boys. Everybody probably don't have to teach. I know as a Black woman, and I've lived in an all-white community for years, several times, where it's not all white because I was there, but I would say it was 98.9% Caucasians, and we were the Black people there. We probably was that other 2%. Okay, that 1%, something like that. However, I ain't about to do the math. But anywho, I know I had to teach my children some things because I wanted them to know how to move in this world. And I know conversations have been had in my household about being a Black man and a Black woman. I know that, but I can't say that she taught that. Maybe she didn't feel a need to teach it. Maybe her parents, even though with the burning of the cross, maybe her parents didn't feel the need to teach her that. I'm not going to take anything away from her mother and father on their upbringing. Maybe it was a missed opportunity because it exists. We all know her parents knew it exists, but I'm not going to sit there and just beat that girl to death about it. But see, that's because she allowed that bullshit. Sometimes you have to bow out gracefully. You just have to say it is what it is. This is how I believe. You don't owe anybody any explanation. That bothers me over here. That really bothers me. That people think they have to go on these platforms and explain to virtual people about their belief or what they do or how to take care of their parents. I wouldn't have never, ever showed my mother. I don't even show my family on here to prove to nothing to y'all. People are too fucking addicted and too attached to this YouTube. They have made this YouTube a big, big part of their lives. And I know it's a part of all our lives. I know, because I'm down here and I watch, but I log off and I go to other areas. I've been watching poker. I've been watching poker and I've been watching other areas. When I told you, when things get too heavy sometime and I think they get too dark, I know it's time for me to take a break. And it's hard for me to feel sorry for you, Lolo. And I have much love for you. I've seen you for years. But it's hard for me to feel sorry when you keep putting yourself in those situations. But I'm not going to beat you down. I think sometimes you are willingly ignorant. And that's just you willingly don't want to know about something, don't have knowledge of something. That's not negative. That's reality. You purposely don't want to have knowledge. You purposely don't want to see racism. You purposely don't want to see sexism. You purposely don't want to see those things. So you are willing to ignore the things around you, but they exist. You know they exist. You set up there and pretend like you didn't know any of this stuff existed. I'm hoping that that's your character. But what I'm not going to do is sit down here and drag you and make you believe anything or say anything. You are who you are. People accept you or they don't. When you get to doing some of those things and you start sounding to me so ignorant or so passive, I just leave because I can't take it. See, I'm an empathetic person. I can't see somebody just get beat up on. You put your ass in situations where they just beat up on you. You went from not one platform trying to explain it and it didn't get no better. And then you went to another one and they drugged the shit out of you there and they browbeat you. And that's what I'm going to say. They browbeat you because you allow it. You don't owe anybody anything down here. But I know it's part of just their commentary, and it's part of getting shit started. And it is what it is. This is terrible. I have 37 likes. I don't have a lot of people here. I don't even care about having a lot of people here. I'm staying committed to my Saturdays. I think I came a little early because y'all know now that I go to bingo with a coworker of mine. So I think she shut down during the Inquisition, stopped being willing to answer. Yeah, you don't have to. If you sit up here and say, I don't owe y'all no explanation, I'm telling y'all like it is. And it is what it is. You take it or it's not. You sit up there looking almost dumbfounded. Like they put you under pressure and you start answering, and then you got all these people coming up. You got this ignorant motherfucker up there cussing you out on your platform. That's your shit. That pissed me off more than anything. Listen, I know you're a loving person. I know you're a caring person. I know you don't want to see color. You don't want to see race. You don't want to see sexism. You don't want to see a lot of things. But let me tell you something. You're going to have to toughen up. Lolo, you're going to have to toughen up because these people going to take your ass for a ride and they beat you down. And I'm just telling you the facts. They may not like me over here telling you the facts. I always say you can support me or you don't. I'm never go kiss ass for no support, but I'm always come down here and tell the truth, like it or not. I wouldn't have never, ever proved anything to any fucking body when it came to my mother. I wouldn't have never put now you opened up a can of worms for these mean, hateful people to just start getting in your business for real, because you didn't have the balls to say, fuck y'all, I'm out of here. Don't ask me no question because you want to be friends with everybody. You can't be friends with everyone down here. It is a fact you can't. If you want to go visit other areas, then you go visit other areas. If you want to have people on your platform, then you have people on your platform. If you want to do whatever Lori wants to do, then you need to do it. You need to stop being a fucking punching bag for everyone around here. It couldn't have never been me. It couldn't have been me. I learned years ago when Diva and I got into a situation and we popped our ass on platform and they was just questioning me. And let me tell you something, with so many questions coming at you, you can't think straight. You just start saying shit. You just trying to answer every question. You get excited when you see numbers. That's the game over here. And so you couldn't even really articulate right. Because is no way in this world you could have told us that you didn't know certain things. Now, when they talked about Mississippi Burning, guess what? I didn't watch that movie. I didn't know about it. I've heard about it. Diva tell you she pulled my black card all the time because a lot of movies like that, I choose not to watch. I choose not to watch them. Not that I don't know about what reality is and what's really going on. I choose not to watch some movies when we are being abused as a race just because the color of my skin. I choose not to do that so it won't infuriate me. Not that I'm not educated about it, not that I didn't know about it. Olivia, I'm gonna drop this link because you have a lot to say. I didn't say no one made her show her mother. The pressure of trying to prove yourself to people down here. She made that decision, sweetheart. I'm not saying anybody. Let me tell you something. The pressure get heavy down here sometimes. Olivia, and maybe you're just one that could withstand the pressure. Maybe I'm one that could withstand the pressure. Maybe, hey, Tebe, and everybody's coming in. Please make sure y'all hit that like button. But everybody can withstand the pressure. And she's one that will fold. It is what it is. Because, see, she wants to be everyone's friend, where me, I don't give a shit. I don't owe you no explanation. If you ask me questions about something, I will never answer. I don't owe you nothing. And I'm not saying she's not accountable, but the pressure was on her. Now, I didn't see when she showed her mother. I saw a clip. but I heard her explaining it, and I saw how she was acting. But a lot of times when pressure is on you, you will break. And she's just a very, oh God, I don't want to say it wrong. Lori is not as strong as maybe you and I, Olivia, or maybe some of us. I'll just say that. And she's always trying to prove herself to people. You guys, this is ridiculous, but hold on. Come on, y'all. Please help a sister out. I ain't asking for no money or nothing. I'm just asking for. And that's all right if people leave if they don't want to hit the like. That's okay. See, shit like that don't bother me. I don't care if it was only going to be 20 people in here. I was going to get up here and talk about. No, and it's not the fact that I know she's been around here for years, but we all have seen how Lori move, and we truly know that she's just a person. For one, Lori, it's not even a defense on Lori. Here's my thing: it's just that I don't get this group think mentality and how people just go badger people into doing shit here. Just because if you're trying to teach me something, here's an analogy: you're trying to teach me. I can't have a frustrated teacher who's saying, "Do this, do that, put that down. No, put this into this. Do this, do." I can't have my teacher calling me names trying to teach me something. So we was really trying to tell her, hey, listen, this is the obvious. This, thank you, Jill. I appreciate you so much, baby. This obvious, Lolo. But to call her stupid and how dumb is she? And this girl is up on her platform cussing her out. You know, I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't say that, Olivia. Let me drop this link so you and I can have a conversation, Olivia, because I see where I see you want to have a conversation, dear. And remember, it's cool to agree to disagree. I'm just gonna let you. It's like almost a verbal abuse. I'm just gonna let you up here, Olivia, because you have a lot to say, and I like to have a conversation. This is the problem, Brenda J. She's trying to be accepted. You know, she's trying to be accepted by everybody and want everybody to like her. And you can't do that here. You can't want everybody to like you. Do you know if I wanted to be accepted by every content creator, subby, or person here, what would happen? I wouldn't last because then I would be conforming to certain ways and behaviors, and I would be kissing people's ass. I would be hopping on platform, and it would just be crazy. Hold on, Liv. Hold on. That's you.
Uh-huh.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's up, Olivia? What's up?
So I just had a problem with a couple of your points.
Uh-huh.
And so the first point, I felt like there are a lot of explanations being given for Lolo.
Uh-huh.
And the reason why I say that is Lolo is 50 something years old. Number one, nobody tried to verbally beat her into submission.
Shit.
And
Okay.
number two, uh nobody made her like nobody jumped through the computer screen and made her go over there and show her mom, which I
Mm-hmm.
don't agree with. I don't see how you can
Mm-hmm.
be pressured to do something like that. Nobody made her hit the link. Nobody made her keep going from platform and platform hitting the link to explain herself.
Mm-hmm.
And so in my opinion, she's not a victim here, and she uh like, what about accountability?
Mhm. Mhm.
because she's doing all this on her own, in my opinion.
Mhm. I'm listening. Okay, Olivia. We are two different women, right? We're just two different women. We both are strong will. We I would say, from my observation, you don't bend. You believe what you believe, you do what you want, and I get all that. But sometimes you have to see the character of a person. Lori is a different type of person. I'm not saying no one made her. The pressure sometimes will break people. Maybe not you and I, but for her, the pressure will break her. She has this thing of proving. Now we're talking about her character and who she is. Now I've been around Lori for what, 5+ years now? And I'm not saying that somebody twisted her arm or somebody hit her button. She's the type of person that wants to be accepted. And that's the part I'm saying. She wants to be accepted by everyone, liked by everyone. She could be willingly ignorant at times. Not the fact that no one made her do that. She was in a battle, a heated battle, and she think at all points she had to prove herself. That's not your fault, but that's the character she is. So when people put pressure on you like that, you tend to fold if you're not as strong as I am, or I would say I would give you that credit. Okay. So it's not a fact that she don't have to take accountability. It's the fact that the shit goes on around here. And pressure will bust a water pipe.
Well,
And
see,
I
I,
believe
I disagree.
no, 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 hold on, let me finish. Let me finish, please. And I'm gonna give you the floor. And I believe when you are that type of person, the person that she is, that she can easily break. And so her point is to always prove to somebody something, where I don't give a shit about proving anything to anyone. Now that's all I'm saying. Pressure will break a water pipe, and you don't have to go on platforms. But if you want to be on platforms, you enjoy being on platforms, and that's what you do, then that's her God-given right. She has to learn how to work under pressure. That's all I'm saying. I think it's fucked up for people to be going at her because she didn't know certain things that maybe we all knew, or because she didn't raise her kids the way we all raised our kids. She's an individual person. That's all I'm saying, sweetheart. Now you can have the floor.
Well, number one, I think she telling a damn lie. You can't be in the United States of America or anywhere as a melanated person and say you don't see color because they see
Right.
yours. She said she got like 5 kids and a lot of them are boys. She said she never had to talk with them about being safe. There was a cross burned in her yard, but her family never told her about, explained to her what that meant. Number one, half the stuff she's saying I believe was lies anyway. And what she was doing, in my
Think so?
opinion, was digging herself into a hole. And that's just the way I see it. And as far as her not knowing this and knowing that, she's 50 something years old,
Mm-hmm.
which means her mama is a lot older than that. So in a black
Uh-huh.
household, you never had these conversations. Nobody ever came home and was upset after work because they were a victim of some type of racism or unconscious bias, because we are very aware of that as a people, because it happens
Mm-hmm.
on a day-to-day basis, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so I don't, yeah, let me read this. Constantly beating your opinion into someone is equal to trying to force them to conform to your ideologies. Well, I mean, if you're saying that to me, on while we've been in it for a couple of days, like I said, everybody got a right to their opinion. Like Miss T got a right
Right.
to her opinion, I got a right
Right.
to mine. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nobody has to accept them, but I have a right. If you put it on YouTube, people got a right to talk about it. People got a right to form their opinions about it. And that's
Exactly.
what I'm doing. And just because you don't like it,
Mm-hmm.
and if I see it over and over again, that's not going to change my opinion. Just like my
Right.
opinion can't sway nothing coming out of Lolo's mouth or her
Right.
mentality or her
Mm-hmm.
ideology or anything else. But my opinion is my opinion. If you don't want nobody, expounding on it, then simply don't say it or don't bring it on YouTube. And as far as
Mm-hmm.
somebody succumbing to pressure on YouTube, honey, if it's too much for you, maybe you need to rethink the issue. Just like even Chlorio said on my thing the other day, that Lori has a history of dumbing herself down, playing the ditzy blonde. She was on ODS and they were talking about how she said she was over there in that other sector. How she said she has to dumb herself down, over here. So then she said she had to go into her professional voice and all of this and all of that. And so then you gonna get on ODS panel and try to explain and dig the hole deeper. You know what I mean? I mean that's on her. But
See,
like
I
I
don't
said, if
want.
you make it public, people got a right to comment on it, and that's all
Oh,
I'm doing. I'm not trying to
absolutely,
beat nobody into
absolutely,
submission. But my opinion is my opinion,
absolutely, and
and
we
I ain't
all have
changing
one.
on it.
But let me tell you something. I'm in agreement when I say it looks kind of strange that at her ripe age, some things weren't taught to her. You know,
If her
that
parents
is
didn't teach
hard
it
to be.
to her, life taught it to. If her parents didn't teach it to her, life sure did. Cause she 50 something years old. She ain't never got her nigga wake up call. I
It's
find that
hard to
hard to
believe
believe.
that. It's hard to believe that. But then again, you have to. Oh God, I don't want to say this because I don't want it to come out wrong, y'all. Please, 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 hear me out. You have to look at people's maturation in life. It doesn't matter how old you are. You're probably not at a certain mature level. That's all I'm saying. We don't know these people really personally. We know them from being on here. And what we see could make one think a little different. I'm just gonna leave it like that.
Yeah, because that's all
Maybe
you
she
have is what we see, what they present
right,
on
right,
the internet.
exactly.
We don't know her
So
day-to-day life. I agree with that, but some stuff is just fantastical. I mean, like,
I,
really?
Olivia, I can say I agree. I agree wholeheartedly sometimes with what you're saying. It's hard for us to fathom that. It's hard for us to even think that nothing was ever talked or discussed, even after the cross burning. But just say maybe her parents was trying to shelter them from that. I don't know. We don't know how her parents, what their core beliefs was, their values, what they taught them. So for me, that's the problem I have of us trying to make her. And I'm not saying you could say you can't make, but putting pressure on her, questioning her when she said no, she didn't know it. Oh, you got to be lying. You got to be dumb. They was just saying all kinds of shit to this girl. I wouldn't have never tolerated for once. So let me keep that going. Okay. That's you and I, right? That's you and I, Living. You're not gonna tolerate, or maybe you can verbally spar with people. We could see she can't. But for people to just try to beat her into saying that, yeah, okay, I told my children that, oh, yeah, I knew about this. Oh, yeah, my mother did this. Maybe her mother didn't. It may be a shocker to us, but perhaps it's true. Maybe her mother didn't. Who are we to say that her mother did? We don't know her.
Well, like I said, even if her mama didn't teach her this, even if even if she was sheltered as an
Mm-hmm.
adult, as a 50-year-old woman, you would have
Mm-hmm.
had to, at some point in time in this country,
Encounter.
experience some time of
Mm-hmm.
type of
Mm-hmm.
racism or
Mm-hmm.
unconscious bias or some type
Mm-hmm.
of prejudice against you simply because of the color of your skin. Okay, we are all in this country together, and we as
Mm-hmm.
black people, whether you want to admit it or not, have all experienced something. It may have been just like a
I
police
have.
following you for no reason. You're not breaking no
Mm-hmm.
driver's rules, but they just following you, you're checking your tags. Okay, that's a form of racism. That's a form of stereotyping. You in the store getting groceries, and they looking at you for no reason. You got a pocket full of money. You're not a shoplifter, but they just looking at you just cause the color of your skin. That's
Mm-hmm.
racism. Or like that
Mm-hmm.
lady, the male lady that she was over there talking to, and when she said she had to
Mm-hmm.
switch to her professional voice and all of this and all that, she may not be knowingly racist, but what she said was a product of unconscious bias, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And people sometimes people that are not of your race or culture or ethnicity, they might be unconsciously biased
Mm-hmm.
because of the world that we live in. See, it
Mm-hmm.
goes both ways. So for her to say she don't know this, even if you wasn't taught it at home, like I said, the
Mm-hmm.
life is gonna teach you. You 50 something years old. I mean, come on now, really.
Mhm.
You ain't
But
experienced no
what I'm
racism.
saying is, oh God, I don't. I'm trying to get somewhere without offended anyone. Maybe she's not mentally there. I don't care
Well, yeah,
what you
maybe she is a
see
little bit
here.
slow.
Hold
Even
on.
if you slow, you don't
No, no,
experience some
no.
type of racism.
I'm not talking about her experience, the ex
Mm,
the acknowledge the experience, okay?
mm-hmm.
That's a
Well, yeah,
certainly
maybe you
different
don't want
thing.
to acknowledge
I
it. I
can
see what you're
hold
saying.
on, Miss Olivia, Imma give you the floor, but Imma
No, I
finish.
just say I'm agreeing.
I could oh, okay, okay, so listen, I'm trying to get us here, and I'm not trying to swing, but we acknowledged it, and we experienced it, right? Maybe she chose not to acknowledge it. She may
Right.
have experienced it. That's the
Mm-hmm.
different. We all have experienced it. I bet everybody in here probably experienced. I have
Mm-hmm.
on the job and everywhere. I was put in the newspaper. I was put in the newspaper. I was the only black woman in the newspaper for a particular reason, and I was talked about. I was talked about. You know, I at that point it made me realize I was the token black woman. So to me, I was the token nigga to make your company look good, right? I acknowledged
Mm-hmm.
that. I knew that. I knew how to move accordingly anyway around them, right? You know, she
Mm-hmm.
may not have acknowledged what we acknowledged. She may not have, she probably just went on about her life. We don't know where her mental state is at. And that's not to down her, that's to speak reality. She may not be mentally there. She may be, again, like my title say, willfully ignorant. And what can we do about it?
Right. But as far as her
You can say,
being,
go
being to
ahead.
submission, if she was
Mhm.
or couldn't take the pressure, why does she willfully keep hitting links to explain herself over and
Because
over
she
again? And
wants
then
to,
furthermore, why does she go to her live to continue the conversation?
yeah,
Do you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So if you can't take the pressure, like me, I felt a way about that Desto guy the other day, right? I didn't even do a video because, like I said, I
Hmm.
heard it out before. I know what's going on, you know. And
Hmm.
but we was on YouTube cameras, and he was trying to spar with me. I was trying to have a conversation with him, and then this
Hmm.
thing happened with Lori yesterday, and I was like, well, hold
Hmm.
up, wait a minute. I just want to express how I felt about some of the things that she said because
Thank
I
you, Ray.
simply do not believe that.
Hmm.
Like that is incredible to me to have that type of mentality. And then to say you as a melanated person, I don't see color. Okay, maybe you don't, but they see
Hmm.
yours. Can you at least acknowledge that they see yours? She couldn't even acknowledge that. So I find
Mm.
it difficult to
See, I
see
didn't
how
see it.
she's being beat into anything. There is
Not,
no excuse for showing your mom. You taking care of your mama, right? So they saying you ain't taking care of your mama. They mention adult protective services and all this and all that. Your mama is in the bed taking a nap. You
mm,
went on her in her
that shit was
bothering your
crazy.
mama to show your
That
mama
was
to
crazy.
YouTube. Why would you show your mama to
That was
YouTube?
crazy. I wouldn't have never done it. It's because I'm not even taking up for Lori. This is what I'm trying. For one thing, what I try to do, I try to look at things in a different light sometimes, and I try to look at both way to both options. Right? She getting beaten down here about her mother. Someone keep
But
telling
she not
about you
getting
not
beat
take.
down though. That's not what's
Man,
going
come on.
on in my opinion.
Okay, okay.
Because if she felt like she was getting beaten down, then she wouldn't keep panel hopping. You just gonna volunteer. Nobody can force you to hit the link. Nobody couldn't. You dropped your link this morning. I didn't have to
Mm-hmm.
hit your link. Ain't
Mm-hmm.
nobody here at my
Mm-hmm.
home but me. Ain't nobody
Mm-hmm.
holding a gun to my hand. Said, "Well, let me hit this link."
Mm-hmm.
It's like nobody's holding a gun to Laura's head to keep hitting links, keep doing
Right
videos,
there, Kimberly.
showing your mom. Nobody's forcing her to do that. So you
Right
going
there,
you going
Kimberly.
you feel like you getting beat down to the point where you got to
Mm-hmm.
show your mama, especially in
Yep.
this sector where they
Yep.
love to take
Yep.
screenshots and stuff.
She
And I mean,
do.
they dog out dead people. If they dogging out somebody's dead mama, what do you think
Yeah.
they're gonna do to your live mama?
She was, yep, yep. I get it. We wouldn't have never did it, Olivia. We wouldn't have never did it. But I'm trying to say this, and thank you for this queen right here. Thank you so much, Kimberly Black. We on the same page. But I'm not here, like I said, it's not a defense thing. It's just me letting you know how I felt about it. And I believe they do it quite a bit around here. It's quite a bit. You have to, and just like it's easy for us to see racism, sexism, and what's going on, and people making plays, you still have to understand that you're in an environment where people will do that. People will beat the dog shit out of you if you don't group think, go along with them, if you're not strong enough to stand on your own. She puts herself in that position. Take that accountability, Lori. I get that. However, does she really? Mm, uh, you know what, Olivia?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not lost for words. I'm trying to prevent from saying things. I don't want to be offensive,
Just say it.
but
Ain't this
I'm
the beef
looking.
sector?
Yeah, yeah, it ain't a matter of the beef sector, baby. I'm
But I'm
never
just saying
scared
we
to
are
say
in
nothing.
an, like you
No,
said,
no,
we are
no.
in an environment
Whether it
um that
wait,
breeds this sort of thing, right? So maybe some
okay,
people, and Lori has been around here long enough to know what the beef sector gives, right?
right.
This is
But
what we
listen,
now I can see if she just came on the scene last week and she didn't really
right,
realize what was going on. Do you see what I'm saying? But
right,
she realized, she absolutely realizes what
right.
is going on. So, you
Okay,
know.
it's not
No,
a
no,
matter
J
if
Truth,
the
I'm
beef
not
sector.
slow. I'm not.
Hold
Let
on,
me
Lori.
answer this. No, J
Oh,
Truth, I'm not slow.
thank
I
you.
absolutely understands what
Thank
it is. I understand the conversation. I just don't agree with it. Okay,
right. You don't
and
have
that's
to
why I
agree
hit
with
the
it.
link. That's why she dropped the
You
link.
know
Because
exactly.
she said that we are agreeing to disagree. So no, honey,
Yeah,
I'm not
we
slow.
are.
I just
We
don't
are.
agree. I have my own opinion.
When we use the term "it's the beef sector," just say it. That's not who I am. Okay, and I can't again.
But
I
see, I
can't
even
be. No,
disagree
no.
on that somewhat because you
Hold on,
beat
Miss
down
Olivia.
Demetra the other day.
Olivia, Olivia, hold on, baby, so I can explain something to you. It's not a matter that I'm ever afraid to say something or do something. It's a matter of me being who I am, sticking to my character, my moral complexes. I don't want to say some things, okay? I don't want people to feel some type of way. If I want you to feel some type of way, I don't have a problem coming out here and saying it. But I see something a little deeper. And sometimes people just want to have friends and want to be around people. Some people may be on the spectrum. Some people might have something else. Some people, it could be trauma bond. It could be anything. I just don't know. I just have a problem when I see a group of people jumping on someone, period. And that's the way it appeared to me. Go ahead,
My
Liv.
thing is, why would you set yourself up for that? See, that's the misnomer for me. That's the lack of
Yeah,
accountability. Because
yeah,
once again, you don't have to keep hitting links. Nobody's forcing you
yeah,
to hit the link to get
yeah.
jumped on.
I get it. Yeah, I know. I
So
get what y'all saying. Listen, no way am I not agreeing with some stuff. I'm just gonna say this. For me, I see something different. I truly see something different. And again, it wouldn't be me, okay? It wouldn't be me. I don't owe anyone anything down here. I don't have to prove myself. Do I think she
exactly, I
playing
know.
dumb? I don't
Mhm.
really think she playing dumb. I
Uh,
really, really don't. No,
mm.
no, no. I
But
really
Miss
don't
Creole
think she
said she was.
Miss Creole.
Yeah, because Miss Creole said she acted like that way back when they used to, and she called her out on it way back when she was sitting on that ladies panel. That oh my God, I can't think of her
Bama
name.
girl. Bama
Yeah,
girl.
Bama girl. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And she
Okay,
even
so
said, I believe yesterday, when she was on those other people's sector over there, that
mhm,
she felt she sometimes she dumbs herself down to have the conversations over here. Why would you ever think that you have to? Why would you ever even want to dumb yourself down for anything? And so I'm just trying to make it make sense. And
yeah.
in my opinion, it don't make sense. Like I don't. It's just like she
Well,
said
I
she didn't
tell
know
you
what the
what.
word. She said she didn't know what the word "cooning" meant, right? So even if you never heard
Shit, we
that in
know
your
what cool.
life, by the time you hit the internet and you've been on, because
You
I
would
got a
hear it.
whole education on the
You would
internet,
hear it.
okay? Now you
Mhm,
can't tell me you've been on here so long to where you don't know
mhm.
what entirely that word means since you've been on the internet. Okay,
Mhm.
now maybe not in your real life, you may have never heard it, but since you've been here on the internet, you done heard it. Okay,
Mhm. I know what cooning is.
so I'm just
Listen,
the things don't add
I
up to
know what
me,
cooning is.
you know. And so, like I
Maybe,
said,
maybe so, Miss Olivia.
when you make it public,
Maybe
people
so.
have a right to their own opinions.
Maybe so. Maybe I could be. You know what? I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna take this one. I've said this. I agree to disagree, and I keep it moving. I'm not taking
Yeah.
anything away from you, like you can't take
Oh yeah.
anything away from me. But
Right.
people are different. Now, I don't
Hmm.
know. They say that she's playing dumb or she's playing this, but I tell you this, Miss Olivia, from my experience, from me watching Lori, she's always been this way. I don't think
Hmm.
it's a play. Just catch what I'm saying. She's always been this way. She's always been this way.
Hmm.
She has
Yep.
always allowed people to mistreat her. And yes, she is a grown woman, but some people are just not built like that. We may be built like that. And this is not a defend Lori type of thing. This is just that I don't get into people trying to make people believe what they believe. Like, I don't believe some things you say. You don't believe some things I say. What did we say? We agree to disagree, right? I'm not
Right.
going to sit here and hold a 2 hour conversation and let people jump on the platform and go after you or go after me because they want me to believe or they want me to have their experience. I don't give a shit how old she is. It doesn't mean she experienced everything we have experienced.
I don't really think that people, everybody, want or trying to beat her into submission, like you said earlier. Perhaps they just want to share their opinions and they want to
Yeah.
debate.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
several things can be true at the same time.
Yeah.
So when you
Okay.
put something like that under an umbrella, everybody doesn't fit under
Mhm.
one umbrella. Do you see what I'm saying?
I agree. Okay. I
So
agree.
maybe they are just having an opinion
Nah.
about something that she made public.
Nah.
If
Nah.
you don't
Maybe
want
these.
nobody to
No.
talk about it, then don't put it on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Nah,
it becomes
Olivia.
everybody's business when you put it on the internet.
Nah. Some people just see fucking punching bags and they start punching them and making an ass out of them, and they sit there and let people make an ass out of them. Point blank. Period. It could
So
never have been me.
so are you saying those pounds that she hit those content creators
No, no, no.
allow people
Don't
to make an
start
ass
spreading no
out of Lola?
narratives. No, no. They asked questions and she
Uh-huh.
answered the questions. It
Right.
wouldn't have been me. We're not gonna start that bullshit so it could try to say I'm saying the content creators. No.
No, I'm just
You
asking because you said that, they allowed whatever it was you just said. So are you putting the blame now on the content creator?
No, I'm not. She
Okay.
allowed it. They allowed, of course, she hit the link, which
Mm-hmm.
she have a right to, and whatever took place took place. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying. But if
Mm-hmm.
you sit on a platform, here's where I put it on Lori. If you
Mm-hmm.
sit on a platform and let a bunch of people come at you and
Right.
question you
Right.
and badger you, then
Yes.
you're the damn fool. But I'm not
Yes.
going to
That's
change
all I'm
my
trying to
mind.
say.
Huh? I'm not gonna
That's,
change my mind. That falls
I
on
said that's all
her.
I'm trying to say.
No, no, no. That falls on her, Livia. I don't
Yes,
give
it
a shit.
does.
The content creators are trying to run a show.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm running a show here, and
Mm-hmm.
people could come up and you it's not controlled on what they say. But if you put yourself in the midst of that, then it's your fault. I just can't get into watching a bunch of people for me question a person. And then you
Well, if
have
she's
people
going to
calling her
allow it,
off.
then they're going to keep doing it. So you don't have to allow it. All I'm
I
saying
said
is
she allowed it, Livia. I said the
she doesn't
problem
have to
I have
willingly
with
be
it.
a victim or a target. You don't have to do that.
But but
It's
but but
not
I'm
necessary.
I got you, sweetheart. We agreeing on that. But I'm
Hmm.
saying I have a problem with that. And it seems like it takes place a lot around here when you don't believe something someone wants you to believe, then everyone start questioning you. And now that you here, let's get off Lori. What was wrong with what the Caucasian woman? Because you had to say a lot about it. And I think Miss Olivia, I heard you
Oh yeah,
talk about it.
get back to
So
that.
tell me, so now tell me what was wrong with Lemon having those people on his panel, and what did the
Nothing.
ladies say that was so offensive to black women or black people, baby?
Okay, let me answer. So, in my
Yeah.
opinion, there's nothing. Lemon can have whoever he have on his panel. That is his channel, right? It's just like any of us content creators. We have the right to have whoever it is that we want to have on our
Mm-hmm.
panel. But when you say things like I said,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes people don't understand that they're being unconsciously biased. So when you
Mm-hmm.
make a statement that you want,
Mm-hmm.
you want these black women over here to teach you, or you want to study
Mm-hmm.
how to become more sassy, aka ratchet, in order to learn how to respond to
Mm-hmm.
other black women or women, or however she stated it, it's offensive to some people. It's offensive because, number one, I'm not trying to study you and learn how to be you. So that's called cultural appropriation. So, like, you may be saying that you're not saying nothing wrong, but some people are offended by that. Now, if you ain't offended by it, then okay, you know what I mean. And
Oh,
I ain't
she
offended to the
your
point to
study.
where, let me finish. I'm not offended to the point where I'm gonna blow a gasket or anything. But I had a right to my opinion, and my opinion was, via the history, right? You should not come out and say things like you don't you because it has connotations, right? It has stereotypes. They got several stereotypes when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
black women, like the Jezebel or the Sapphire. The Sapphire is what they called, ratchet or sassy back in the day. The Jezebel is the promiscuous black woman. The mammy is the caretaker that take care of everybody. And so there are several things that via unconscious bias that some people like me, because I know a lot about my history, may be taken aback by or even offended by. Now, like I said, you don't have a problem with it. Okay, that's your opinion, and this is just simply mine.
What did she use the word? See, I'm asking you to help a sister out because I didn't hear exactly what she said, but you heard it all. So, in what context did she say, I'm studying you people, you ladies, or something like that? I really don't know. That's why I'm asking, so I can have a better
She
understanding, so I can converse with you about it. Did she say,
She
I'm
said that Lori
studying you
them. She
people?
said that she wanted Lori them to teach her how to be sassy, right? AKA ratchet. That's the way I took it. And like I said, she
She
may
said
not.
that.
Yeah, she said that. She may not think that it's offensive, but to me, she said that because of unconscious bias or cultural insensitivity. And so that's why I felt taken aback by that. Because I'm like, girl, do you realize what you're saying?
So she, just so I can know, Miss Olivia, I just want to make sure I get it clear. So she said, I want y'all to teach me how to be. I'm studying y'all to teach me how to be sassy.
How to be sassy, yes.
What? Oh, okay. And that was offensive to people. I don't know. I wasn't there.
It's offensive to me because it to me it said what I heard was, I want y'all to teach me how to be ratchet, or
Look
I
at
want
this.
y'all to
Look at
teach me
this.
how to
Keep
talk
going.
crazy, or be
Hmm.
or be
Okay.
black women, the way that we are, some of us are, we are very strong willed and strong minded,
Hmm.
and we don't mind speaking our piece, right? And so some
Hmm.
non-black women, especially Anglo women, they like to emulate that sort of thing. It's called cultural appropriation. If you never heard
Appropriate. Hmm.
cultural appropriation,
Hmm.
just Google it, right? Because I don't have
Hmm.
time to sit here and do a class on it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
she
oh,
was
yeah.
what
You
she
don't
was
have to.
talking
Go ahead.
about is
Hmm.
cultural appropriation. I don't need to teach you to be anything concerning
Hmm.
me. Why
Right.
don't you
Right.
want to
Right.
be yourself? And so, like, it's kind of offensive to me, for me, because I'm not asking you to teach me to be you. I don't want to be you. I just want to be me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, see
Cause
now. Go ahead. Go ahead, Lynn. Go ahead.
no, I'm just go ahead.
Oh, see, I again, you heard me state it earlier. I didn't know in what contextual form she said it in the statement. However, I don't think if it would for me, again, I wasn't there. I don't know the climate. I don't know what was taking place, the environment. But for me, for them to say, "Oh, I want you to teach me how to be sassy," I don't think that would have been offensive to me coming from somebody who's not sassy. And I thought it was related to sassy. So I'm glad you kind of clearing some of it up. But I still don't think I'm take offense. Hey, I want you to now, you guys are using words like study. Now, was that term used? I'm studying you people. I'm
From what
studying
I
you.
heard, it was I want you to teach me how to be, et
Teach.
cetera, et cetera, et
Okay.
cetera.
Okay. Okay. So, see, words are being thrown in here for a different meaning to come out of it. To study somebody is, damn, you got to study me to be like, no, but if I was around a group of girls, I would say this even as a, oh, I want you to teach me how to do that, girl. I don't think it would have been offensive if it was a black woman. I think it was
Right,
offensive because it was a woman of another race.
right,
Can Okay, that's why it was so offensive, right? Okay.
right.
hmm I don't know why they keep saying that. Okay, you know what? So I really don't know, but I don't know. I just saw that everybody was so upset that he had these people over there. Now people gonna come and go, and when they relate a lot of things to the money, and we not letting them in here, and they trying to do this, can't nobody do anything you don't allow them to. That goes back to the Lori too. She's allowing that shit to happen, right? So I get what
Did
I
you
get
see
what
what Black Swan said right here? She said the white woman was referring to black women who
where
snapped their
where
bubble
where
gum,
Livia.
rolled their necks, very extra in personality.
I don't see a black swan in here. Hold on, give me a minute. Is
Hmm.
it way down here, Miss Olivia?
It's
Oh
Black
shit, I'm
Swan,
way behind.
Black, Black Swan B1.
Black Swan. Good morning, Miss T in chat. Hold on, Cruiser Bruiser. Hold on, baby. I appreciate y'all joining me today. Because I haven't, to be honest, y'all, I haven't really. Hold on, Cruiser. Cruiser, that's you.
Yes, it's me.
Okay, sugar. Just give me a minute. Olivia want me to. I don't see it. What did Black Swan say, Olivia?
She says I guess the white woman was referring to black women who snapped their bubble gum, rolled their necks, very, very extra in personality, aka ratchet.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. As slick with your words, but necessary. See, again, meaning. So let me go ahead. Go ahead, Cruiser Bruiser. I'm gonna look up the word sassy and how it was used. So hold on, y'all, because I use it as different. I thought with a little pizzazz and a little swag, something like that. Go ahead, Miss Cruiser. You on.
Well, I did want to return the conversation to Lori, so I was going to kind of wait and see if it go back because I don't know much about this male person. I never seen her myself. I just heard, whatever other
Now,
people had to say about her.
mhm. Now, here's the definition, and I guess this will really make me not be offensive, but let me make sure that I digest this. Lively, bold, and full of spirit, cheeky. Tony was smart and sassy and liked to pretend she was a hard nut. Where was that offensive at unless it was used somewhere else being derogatory towards us? That's why I couldn't understand it. Go ahead, Miss Cruiser. Sorry.
Well, if I hear a non person of color say, I want telling black women, let me just say black. If I see a non-black person telling black women, I want you to teach me how to be sassy, I would
Yeah.
take, I would see that as I wouldn't take offense into it because I don't care, but I would see that as something negative. You're trying to say to me that you see me under a certain personality or a certain attitude or something like that. You're trying to speak to what you think my character is. And so I would be like, huh? You want me? Why don't you be yourself? Be who you are. It's
Mhm.
if you just come at a group of women like that because not all black women are sassy. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? It's
but
stereotyping. It's putting a certain character on. It's way too close to the angry black woman, I guess. You know, correct me if you think I'm wrong, Olivia. But
I don't
for
think you're
me,
wrong. I agree.
huh? And so
I
for
agree.
me, I understand why people are saying that ain't cool. I get it.
mhm. See, I tell you again, we can agree to disagree. I'm not gonna be offended because
RNY said if
Mhm.
that's the personality you display, why you offend? Why is the issue? Because she don't know if that's the attitude that I display. She see a bunch of black women and she assumed that.
Mhm.
And
Assume
again,
that we all sassy or something
sassy.
like that.
Don't stereotype us or group us all together, you know, and I can't you can't see me, Olivia. That's like somebody coming up and they see me, Olivia, and T-Velocity and say, ooh,
Mhm.
y'all teach me how to be sassy. We ain't just because you see three women of color don't mean we all the same.
Right, we all
You have to
sassy.
get to know each one of us individually to know what we're like.
Silky Black.
Good morning.
Hold on, baby. Thank you for joining me. Now, listen, I want to say this. I appreciate you all coming up here. I respect your opinions, your perspectives, and what the things you perceived, right? And that's great and dandy. And on this platform, you are entitled to speak your mind with respect, and we all can agree to disagree, and we keep it moving. Okay. I thank you so much for joining me. Just tell me because I don't see everything, but I'm listening to your perspective, Cruiser perspective, and now Silky, go ahead and give me your perspective if it's on this. And I still stand on what I think. Go
It,
ahead.
it is on this. And to me, what I took it to mean was she wished she had that pizzazz, that ability to um just come off what they would perceive a mad black woman, I perceive as a strong black woman. And that's how I took it. It didn't offend me at all. What it showed me was they always want what we
Be
have
like us.
and what we are and what we represent. So that's what it showed me. It didn't make me mad at all. What it showed me is you want what we got over here. Now,
Uh,
whether we give
see,
it to her, that's on us because I wouldn't even be giving her our attention. But it showed me that they always did and still do want to be like us.
Well,
That's why.
that's a whole different thing. I
that's
agree
a
with you.
nice, I
I
agree
do.
on that
I
part.
agree. It didn't make me mad or offend me. I just
Yeah,
don't
no, I ain't
like
mad.
to see people. I don't like to see people try to stereotype again.
Exactly.
Stereotype us and put
Stereotype
us in
us.
a category or
Mhm.
assume anything and come over to a group and I'm assuming instead of sitting back and getting to know who we
Who
are.
we are. Mhm.
Then you're just gonna automatically. So I'm for that reason, I'm never ashamed of who I am or what I am or think my
Exactly.
less self less than anyone. That's not the case. But just
Right.
like you said at the end, you said uh Silky Black, you said you wouldn't want to deal with her, you wouldn't want to be around her. And that's the point right there. Why is it that you don't want to be around this person or deal with this person is where we are with it. There's a reason why you don't want to really deal with her or be around her because what she said was in your mind was wrong. It shows her to be a little bit off or something.
Not wrong. I don't look at what she said was wrong. It might it might be a little flattering. So I don't see what she said as wrong. I just looked at it as they always want to take from us what we are and what we have. That's how I looked at it.
Ladies, can I just step in here 1 minute and I'll give y'all a floor again? People are angry because we know the sectors against black women. They have used white women to do this before. Rachel, who are we? Because I don't know anything about the sector. Olivia don't know anything. Cruiser, we don't, and Silky, we don't know
Well,
this
no, I
woman.
disagree because
Oh,
that guy, the Desto guy,
oh,
he is very
uh-huh.
disrespectful towards black
Oh,
women in particular. He's got a Korean wife.
oh,
He's very disrespectful to
oh,
black women. He's very military minded. And they've done this thing with the up putting the white woman on a
oh,
pedestal in order to beat down the black woman. It's been done several times over there in the manosphere,
Oh,
and they don't
shit.
have a sector anymore. And my opinion is that he wants to bring this stuff over here. And so,
So
like
I
I said
apologize.
the other day,
Olivia
I
know
have
of
seen
them.
this before.
So, okay, Olivia, because you have because you have knowledge of these people, you are more inclined to believe that it was a derogatory statement made because you know them, you know where they coming from. Whereas
Oh,
I, Silky and myself, don't know that. So it really wasn't that offensive to me. But if you say they come from an area that degrades black women, then perhaps some people would take offense to it, but I didn't. I don't know all the background. All I know is the way she was looking. She was like the part that I saw, she was smiling. Yeah, I want to become sassy like you. I didn't see offense in it. I really did.
The way they came to me and to be new and for him to talk to Shish Trish the way he did
yeah.
said to
See,
me,
I didn't hear that.
you don't even need to be over here. Not that I have it all for Trish, but the
Oh,
fact that she's over here with us, we know her, we don't know you.
Right.
You come over here like that? Oh no.
Mm.
So no, it ain't nobody that I know and ain't nobody that I want to know. I wouldn't watch them
right.
if I just wouldn't. The hell.
So him and Sis Trish got into it.
Yep. He
Now
told
I
her
want y'all
he
to
said a
know.
lot of
He told
crazy
her
stuff to
can
her.
to sell him some of
So,
her food stamps. What so what you saying?
okay,
You
hold
think that
on. I want
everybody black get food stamps?
no,
Exactly.
hold on. Can I say something right quick? Because I want y'all to notice, and this is from the heart. I don't sugarcoat or bullshit. I don't know what took place with him and Sis Trish. So I'm glad y'all telling me, that you filling me in, but I've already told y'all I only watch bits and pieces and I catch what I could catch. And I didn't know that he had talked about food stamps and all that shit. So yeah, that would make me feel a little different if they were slinging around stuff
And you
like
come
that.
over here
Go
with
ahead.
this white woman and you degrading her in this way? Oh no, I don't want to know you.
And did you know that they had conversations behind like the private stream yard as to him? They said it was
No.
him, Minister Lolo, I guess, and Lemons as to how they are planning out. I guess quote unquote merging with the sector. Because first he said he was merging with the sector, and then people didn't like that wording, and then he went on to say that no, I'm not trying to merge with the sector. We just want to have two debates with Lemon. So which is it? And then he said, I want to come over here to help y'all. And I'm thinking, well, what kind of help do we need? Why you feel like we need your help? Like help with what?
He said
And then
that
And
he
then he
kept,
went on to say
and then he
stuff that
kept
Hold on,
slipping
let me
up.
we
address
don't
this
want women
person.
to have
he
no help.
told me
What help
he
Lemon
told
need?
me that
And
it's
she
not
get
my
30
fault
people in her
that
chat
I threw
and
my
he got
life
a
away.
thousand.
You
Hold
assuming
on,
that I threw my life away? You don't know nothing about me.
hold on. Let me address this person. Sweetheart, hold on. Y'all ain't tired. I noticed you done made a couple of negative comments towards this conversation. And I don't mind people speaking their mind, but you have a problem. This is not the reason why we accept anything from white women or anything else. But what we have to keep in mind is you have to be clear on what's going on in order for you to converse about it. And that's what we trying to do. No one's taking up for Lori. Lori's a grown goddamn woman. I'm giving my commentary on. And if you have a problem with what we saying, that's okay too. But just be respectful. You tipping on. I mean, you kind of pissing me off a little bit. But I'm gonna go ahead and let it ride. Go ahead. Welcome to the platform. I don't even know who this is. Choreo lover. Go ahead. Who was in the midst of talking? I humbly apologize. Go ahead. Go ahead. I apologize.
The guy, I call him Purple Hat. He kept, like at first he'll say, why don't y'all want me to help Lemon? And be like, well, what kind of help can you do Lemon? I asked him, I said, what's the average numbers you get on your channel? And he said 100, which really means 50. And
Oh,
I was like, well, how can you help Lemon when Lemon over there getting like 600, 700? Oh, no, I didn't say I was going to help him. I said I was going to network, but he would always go back and make the mistake of saying, why y'all don't want me to help Lemon? Why don't y'all want me
no.
to, he used the word help. He used the word upgrade. You feel like you keep going back to that. Like you got something to offer Lemon and you don't even realize if your numbers are lower, how can you battle Lemon? You need to go work on your stuff, which lets me think that he thought that what he was bringing was better than what the beef sector was offering. It would kind of, it's certain things that send messages. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I was getting from him when I was, hearing him talk and even talking to him myself on YouTube Camera's channel.
No, I felt they was impressed. They was impressed about numbers that they saw and talking about
Yeah.
chats and all of this other kind of stuff. So it really made me feel like, what really is your agenda?
Yeah, so y'all was peeping their agenda. See, honestly, y'all helping me out. I didn't know that. This is the only thing that I really have a problem with is when people come over to this area. We all, to include the Umar boys, I threw up a big defense, mechanism against them or whatever you want to say. I didn't want them over here. It closes out to we get missed opportunities sometimes for growing because we all are in the beef sector, right? And all of us on it here are content creators with the exception of, Silky Black and Choreo Lover. But we all are over here and we share the same subbies. And if we really want to grow, then we have to allow people to come over here. Now we can watch them and we could see what their agenda is about, but just for us to shut them out because they have other races, and I just don't feel that to be fair. That's just my take on that, y'all.
And you're absolutely right. I don't think we're doing that. Here's my thing. I can't stand when people come over acting like they have something to offer. Like I hate when people come over offending, like acting like we're not smart. And it don't matter whether they're white, black, or whoever. Just because you see that we are in a beef sector of people that beef, go back and forth, we basically reviewing each other, we cuss each other out. That does not mean that we're not professional. That does not mean that we're not intelligent. That just, it's just this is the area of YouTube that we come to for a certain type of entertainment. So it's not that they come and you don't want things to grow. It's how you come. Let me use an example. That's like somebody coming to your church. Y'all already established in church and whatever, and they come thinking, I'm gonna teach you a new. I'm gonna upgrade y'all. Y'all ain't really there yet. I'm gonna take y'all to the next level. Like, look, whoa, sit down for a minute. Don't assume anything. It's kind of, if that makes sense.
And another thing that I want to add, I don't think it's that we don't accept, clear color people. We accept Charlie, don't we? She's a part of our family, ain't she?
Yes.
So it's not that we don't. We love her. We accept her.
Can I just say, because I want to drop
Of course, good Judy. Go ahead.
Hey,
your turn.
For you. Hello, everyone on the panel. What I want to say is from before, I know people were given the definition of sassy, as far as Webster's, but that's assuming that she knows the Webster the Webster definition of sassy. We're just assuming she, knew that. When I heard it, because I went back and listened, I took offense to it because I'm just not going to assume she was saying the Webster dictionary definition of sassy. She was talking. I felt she was talking about. She wanted us like lady said, snap my finger, be snappy, pop off. That's the way I took it. The second point I wanted to make was that when I heard him talk, the things he was saying to if you are familiar with the manosphere, as soon as you hear someone talking, you hear it. As far as your YouTube, you can point, it just snaps automatically in your mind. Manosphere. Now manosphere, even though they're chauvinistic, they're just have a certain way of thinking about Black women. Okay. They're known to have white women over there clapping and haranguing, and they hold up white women. They're known for that. Point blank, period. And so as soon as I heard him speaking to Trish, speaking period, but especially to Trish, I saw it for what it was. The manosphere has imploded, and they're all looking for new homes. And the point is that Mz.Teavalocity, not only is he manosphere in his thinking and speaking, he claims to be the manager of this white woman that he wants to bring over here and introduce to us. Okay. So I just wanted to
fill me in.
because I don't
Oh,
think
by the
that
way, y'all, Purple had us in the chat.
Oh,
yeah,
is it?
yeah.
I have a problem with okay. Go ahead,
Of
y'all.
course,
Right, go ahead.
if he hits the link, he's going to say he's not. But those of us who know the manosphere, it automatically synced. And furthermore, how is he spreading his tentacles already to all these different content creators? It just reminds me a lot of what happened before. You have to see it for what it is, and
Yeah.
to understand that of course they're not going to say they're manosphere. Of course they're going to try to watch us and curve their the way they come at us. But to me, when you first stepped in the door and you started speaking
Wow.
before you really found out what we were about, that's the true you. And that's really
I
all I.
didn't
I'm sorry.
Thanks for hey, you said a mouthful to educate me on it because you guys, I don't know about the manosphere. I don't know about them planning to cook out all this shit. Now, this lady is in here named Rachel, and she's engaging in the chat and she's dropping a lot about them, and you all know a lot about them. I don't know. So I could see now, I see where you all may have taken offense to what was said and what's being done. But I didn't know in totality, so I couldn't agree. Y'all get that, right?
Yeah.
But now that everybody's saying something, I don't know about the damn manosphere. I don't know about people coming here bashing my people.
They feel that
Shit, if I don't bash my people, you know, I don't want nobody else to come over here and fucking bash us.
Because
You know?
another thing, I'm not against networking because that's the only way that your channels is gonna grow. If you got, if he can get 1,000 in his chat to network, you can grow and get 2,000 in your chat, and that's the goal. That is the goal. But to me, what I see is you ain't gonna gain from them; they gonna gain from you. And get the
And
hell.
that I'm glad you said that because that's my point. Somebody in the chat saying, "Oh, just having more numbers don't mean you smarter." Baby, ain't nobody know that better. Nobody know that better than me because I think I'm the smartest thing. I'm just teasing. But I agree because I certainly ain't calling myself dumb, and I get low numbers. My point is this, and this is the example I've been using all weekend all week on this little subject. If I am the Sam's Club soda, which is only offered in Sam's Club, how the heck I'm gonna help Coca-Cola? That's offered in every single restaurant and every single grocery store. That's my point. Then you, boo boo, you networking. You're not coming to help nobody. You networking. You trying to come up yourself on somebody else. It ain't about being smart or who's smart or who's not. Because it's just offering the different sectors or communities of YouTube. It's just offering different things. I'm in a lot of different. I done broke into the designer bag sector somehow. I don't know how I got there, but it's just where you want to be. Cruise. I do the cruise. They travel. It ain't smart or dumb. It's just what community you want to be in. But I don't see what he can offer. You know, if you got somebody, Lemon already, he's already getting the numbers, which is what you're here to get, the numbers, so you can get a bigger AdSense check. How's this man coming to help him?
Right. And I just want to say one last thing, and I'm dropping down. Don't be fooled that we never want new people to come into the sector. Of course, we want new people to come into the sector, but we have to be really careful about who we allow in the sector. Just because they're new doesn't mean that they're good. That's
But
all I
what
want to. I get tired sometimes of hearing that. Well, we want new people. Yeah, but doesn't it matter what kind of new people we allow in? I
Thank
mean,
you.
I'm really not for allowing manosphere people in here. And I know people say we want straight men, but what kind of straight men do we want in here?
Right,
That's my
right.
point. And technically, no, not technically, for real, I really would prefer if manosphere men don't get a foothold in this sector
Shit,
because
I
they
don't
don't
want them over here.
do good.
If they
They don't
dragging
like
us,
us. But
no.
you
They
know, and
dragging
it's
us. If they, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
that's okay. And and it's to what Miss Cruz has said, and I might be misquoting. Let me know, but not quoting. But anyway, I haven't had my coffee. You want our numbers. You want them, you want our numbers. You're not getting numbers, and I agree with Miss Cruz. How are you going to help Lemon? Lemon gets numbers. He's one of the ones in this sector that gets the biggest numbers right now. So there's no way you can help him. And there's no way you could talk to Trish the way you did and then claim to be the manager of this woman that you're bringing into the sector.
Manager.
Either
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
said either he a pimp or he driving
So
Miss
he a
Danger.
pimp? This was shit. That's what I was
I
where
can't
I was
take him
about to go.
serious
So he
because if
pimping
he
this
want to
woman?
debate, why wouldn't he debate with some people in the
Manager.
sector that he know can debate they ass off? You
Hmm.
want to debate with Lemon? Get the hell up out of here.
Debate. Okay, so listen,
Well,
I
thank you. I'm
appreciate
going to drop down. Thank
thank
you.
you,
I'm
Coria.
gonna drop
Thank
down as
you,
well, Miss T
thank you,
Velocity.
sis.
That's all I wanted to add to the conversation, and I'll be back in the chat listening.
Thank you, baby.
Thank
I'm
you for
glad
having
y'all fill me in because I don't know about I've heard about the passport, brother. I heard that QI. Now I gotta give QI credit. She's been telling us now about for a year or two to watch out for this the manosphere. What is it? Manosphere, and stuff like that. QI have been alerting us to them, and it seems like they kind of, easily rolling in again. Um,
They keep trying.
oh, okay. Again, y'all, this is where we about to probably go into this again. There's no keys, there's no gate, there's no borders, there's no walls, there's nothing. You have a choice to let people on your platform or you don't. You have a choice to ignore them or recognize them. I always say this: you feed a beast, it will grow. You starve it, it will die. And I'm gonna leave it like that. So I can't tell people who to have on their platform. But again, it just seems like when new people come over here, that this area is really harsh on them and don't even give them a chance. But see, that's because a lot of you all have knowledge where they coming from. I don't have knowledge. I'm ignorant to that fact that I don't know where these people come from. All I know is that I see them. I see them in the chat. I see them on platforms. And so that's where my difference with some of you all and understanding what's going on. Go ahead, Olivia.
Well, like I, Gloria pretty much said it all. And as
Mm,
far as the ministry-minded men go, they really don't have
mhm.
a home anymore. So they trying to
Wow.
set up, in my opinion, they're trying, but if they're under the FBI watch list. It got so bad.
What?
That group think over there, that mentality, that cult. The man that shot up the subway in New York, he was manosphere. That's
What
what
the
put them on the watch list. And not only that, they bash women so bad and speak derogatory about
my
black women
God.
so bad. And you can be what do you call it? You can be when you're turned into a terrorist, you can be there's a word for it. If you listen to this stuff day after day after day after day, this can become your
Damn.
mentality, and to the
Hmm.
point to where minister men started attacking, finding doxing, and finding a home. A lot of the people that's on the internet and actually
Wow.
going to these women's homes and trying to attack them. There are videos on
What
YouTube
the fuck?
about one
Oh,
incident
sorry.
this Manosphere guy. He had a rope and tape and all of this and all of that. And he came to this woman. He came out from around the corner of this girl's house. She was a content creator over here. And if she didn't get in the door fast enough, who knows what he would have did to her. And it's another one where a guy is trying to get into this another black woman content creator. He was from the Manosphere. He was trying to get into her apartment. You can be what is the name? You can be like when they're teaching you how to be a terrorist. What is the name of that? It's a term for it. But anyway, they listen to this stuff day after day after day, and they spew this stuff, and these people listen to it, and they become they become they start wanting to actually act out some of the things that they're hearing, right? And so
Mhm.
that's the reason why
Mhm.
it's real dangerous when they come over. Now, this rhetoric that this guy is spewing, he might not be technically, might not call himself manosphere, but he's absolutely manosphere minded and radicalized. Thank you. And talent, you should know because you're a manosphere minded as well, sir. And so,
Good.
uh, he come over here with this mentality, right? And you can tell he has this mentality. So when somebody's saying he's manosphere minded or he's passport bro minded, it's not because he just popped up over here. It's about the words that come out of his mouth. It's
Amen.
about how you
Mhm.
presented yourself on Lemons Panel. Like he said, not about this woman being white. It's about the way he presented himself, the way he presented her to the B sector. He's her manager, and all of this and all that. And like I said, we seen this over at the ministry where they lift up these black women, white women, Jessica X, pearly things. You know, they're very bigoted and very prejudiced against black women, and they put them on a pedestal. Do you see what I'm saying? In order to demean black women. And that's the type of vibe that he's giving out. So that's the issue. Do you
Dang.
see what I'm saying?
But yeah, of course I see what you
So
saying.
Well, let
how
me
would some and then too, Miss T,
You're
this sector is
enlightening me.
predominantly black woman and gay man.
Well,
The manosphere, that rhetoric is against gay people as well as black women. So
so
how is it
why
that you
would they
want to
want?
merge over here? Like for what?
So y'all think the agenda is different? I got you.
let me
Creole, is
say
that
this.
you, baby?
Yeah, it's me. Good morning, y'all.
Okay,
Good
cool.
morning. Let me
Go
say
ahead.
this real quick. I don't know anything about the manosphere at
Me
all.
either. Me
Wouldn't
either.
recognize it, but I do recognize when someone is over in our community of YouTube area of YouTube and they're saying something that I don't like. That's what I can recognize, or something that's offensive. And before people start saying, "Well, you can't keep people out of sector," and there's no such thing as sector.
Right.
Here's what we're saying. This is what let me just speak for me. This is what I'm saying. If you come
Okay.
over and you're offering something that I don't want to see, I won't go to that channel. If numbers are going down on a
Right.
particular channel, then and people stop going, more than likely that content creator is going to be like, "Look, we ain't gonna be having you up here too long because every time you come up,
Right,
my numbers drop. So you know,
right,
we're going to fade you out a little bit." So
right.
that's how that works. If you're wondering, because people get all semantic. This is a
It's
free
been
app. You can't
scenarios
keep people out.
everywhere.
There ain't
Uh,
no gates and that stuff. Yeah, no, there's not
Yeah,
any
they get
gates.
all
You don't want to
semantics
watch
on it
stuff
and
that you
all of that. We know we're in a virtual space where you could come and go,
okay.
but we
Yeah.
also know that you can be there and you can look. You know, you might be blocked. You might not be up on the panel. You might be people might not engage with you. You know, and that's that type thing.
And can I chime in, Cruiser, off of what you just said, please? I want to piggyback off of what you said. Good morning, everybody. First of
Oh,
all,
Creole, I got a question for you when you finish. I'm sorry, don't drop down till I ask you the question, okay?
okay, baby. First of all, like y'all said, we know there's no literal gates, okay? But the one thing that I always respected the old school for, the OGs, is because they knew what they had. They knew that the beef sector was a sector that everybody wanted to be in for subbies, money, and recognition, okay? And so they would guard it so much to where I don't know you, and I heard mother say, I ain't arguing with no new person over no old stuff at all. And what they try to do is come in, they don't heard a little bit. So now they want to comment on the little bit they heard so that old school could say, no, it went like this. We're not telling you nothing. And it's not that we don't want people over here, but when does a person have to earn their way over here? What's
I
happening
had
now
to.
is this new school. This is how I look at it. This is just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
What I see is this new school, all they worried about is numbers. That's it. They
Mm-hmm.
don't care who comes as long as they are recorded as having the most numbers. And to me, that's
Mm-hmm.
reckless because you don't know who
Mm-hmm.
you letting on your panel. And I said to the subbies on my live the other day, you all hold more power than what you know. If you start
Mm-hmm.
showing these people, I don't want this. If they're gonna talk
Mm-hmm.
under women's dresses, I don't want it. If they're gonna call us out of our name and be racist, I don't want it. If y'all start
Mm-hmm.
showing them the content creators that you not supporting that crap, they'll change it. They ain't got no choice
Mm-hmm.
but to. But as long as y'all keep sitting there every night supporting, not every day supporting this foolishness, they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
keep bringing people up here and not care how they feel about you.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I said yesterday over on
Mm-hmm.
ODS.
I
While
absolutely
we was
agree.
while they were wearing Lolo out, I said, "Listen, okay, I hear what y'all saying about Lola." I said, "But who is this person and whose channel y'all and why y'all keep going to the channel where where that person is? Because if I don't like what she's saying, I ain't, and wherever she's at, I ain't going. I'm not going over there to listen to it. If stuff
Mm-hmm.
happening that I don't like, I ain't going over there. I'm not supporting it."
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's
I
why I'm
wanted to say
with
something to QI real quick. QI, no recommendations needed. I didn't say I didn't know who the Mansfield or whatever that is because I want to get to know them.
Yeah,
I'm good on not knowing them.
And
yes, is that you?
I did a live
Good
on the
morning.
latest for last year. You know, they're on the FBI's top what is
Yep.
it,
Dang.
top
Yep.
12 list and
Yep.
everything. So
Before.
yeah, they got their eye on them.
Mhm.
So you really gotta
Before.
watch who you
Yep.
bring up on your panel. You just
Yeah.
really
Okay.
do.
Yeah, before I came over here to the big sector and after the entertainment sector, that is where I came in on YouTube, start doing videos. I fell in over there, right? And so I had to learn to fight over there until I completely just got tired of the redundancy and the being triggered by the stuff that's coming out of their mouth. And I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
F it, let me go to the entertainment sector. But all of that rhetoric that they be spewing over there is very toxic and it's very dangerous. And some of these
Mm-hmm.
men, like somebody said earlier, have been radicalized because there have been incidents, several incidents recorded because of this rhetoric that they spew over there, right? And so they're fragmented. They got scared of the FBI, and the sector was pretty much destroyed, right? And so now you got all these stragglers. They still got the mindset. They just don't have anywhere to go anymore. So every once in a while, you'll see somebody with this type of mindset spring up in your sector. We don't need no help over here. Don't This sector has been going on since what 20 like 12 or something like that. Sean
Yeah.
Bradley said.
Yeah.
And so, like, why do you think after all these years that these people need help over here? And like Creole said, it used to be when I came over here, late 2017, 2018, I had to make my bones. I done got into it with all the OGs. But now you just have to come in and you don't have to prove that you are B sector worthy. You just gonna have to you just coming in and you thinking about the numbers, you this, that, and the other, or whatever. Then you got people that want to come in and want to change the sector, push their ideals onto people. I mean, it's just like a whole lot of nonsense. But at the end of the day, it's all going to be absorbed as content. Because this sector has, in my opinion, this sector has been around so long that they might babysit you and placate you for a while. But
Right.
after a while,
Right.
they just going to kick your ass to the wayside. Like we doing all this content on them right now. A couple of weeks from now, ain't nobody gonna be thinking
They'll
about
be
them. They're gonna
right.
be on
Right.
to the
Right.
next mother
Yeah,
Right.
it's
freaking
all
thing.
who stick and stay. It's some stick and stay, some come through and keep it moving.
I got one
Yeah,
Endurance.
last thing to say
it don't.
Endurance.
before
The
Z.
big sector don't never change. But this is what I want to ask you, Creole. Right? You remember when you had the conversation when you told me that Lolo used to do that ditzy blind stuff on Bama Girl and you had to holler out on it?
Yeah.
So I was talking about that earlier, right? Cause
Thank
she
you,
went
lovely
over there
one.
to them peoples and said sometimes she gotta dumb herself down, for the beef sector, right? And I'm like, well, hold up, Miss Creole was just talking about that the other day.
Shit.
Can you please tell them what you said on the panel the other day about Lori acting like that?
Yeah. Hey, just Boo. Yeah, I used to when we was, like I used to tell everybody I used to be Club Bama girl. We used to close it out. That's the first time I got introduced to ZX as well. Um, However, I used to get mad at Lori because when things were happening, she was involved. She would go, "Huh, I didn't see that. I didn't know that. I didn't just look at it like that. Oh no, really? Oh." I used to get mad at her, and I actually spoke about it to her on the panel. I said, "You know why I don't like you right now?" I said, "I love you, but I don't like you." I said because you come up here and you act like you're not a grown woman. You don't understand things. You ain't seen things. You can't comprehend it. Oh, it wasn't. I said, stop that. I said, we all see that you acting like a ditzy blind. Don't do it. I said, you too intelligent for that. Don't do that. I said, because it pisses me off. I know you smarter than this. I've seen you act better than this. And so that was it. So when I saw this trying to happen again, I went up on ODS's and I'm like, okay, here we go. Remember, she said, yeah, you right. And she even admitted that. She's like, yeah, you right. Me and you did have it because of that, because I did. Yeah, you right. Okay. And I was like, thank you, boo. That's all I'm saying. And that was it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. Don't do that. Don't do
I
that.
Mm-hmm.
don't mean no offense, but it's going to come off offensive. But she can't dumb me down to the beef sector when she live in one of the areas of Virginia that have a rich black history, and she's saying she have no knowledge of it. The
Don't know
first
nothing
the first
about it.
slaves
Mm-hmm.
were
Thank
brought
you.
to Fort Monroe, which used to be
Yeah.
Old Point
Thank
something,
you.
and you don't know nothing.
You don't
All
know nothing
that
about
rich
it.
history of,
Nothing.
of a rich black history around that area of the 757, and you don't know nothing about black history. You can't dummy down to the beef sector. Ain't no
She
way
don't
you
know
can dummy
nothing
down.
about it, Cruiser. She don't know nothing. Nothing.
And I like Lori.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I like Lolo. I still do. But that thing rubbed me. I used to live in that area for years. I'm in for many years. And that just thing just rubbed me wrong yesterday. I was
Me
like, I
too.
don't believe you. I don't
Yep.
believe you.
I don't
And let me
believe
say
you.
this too, real quick.
Let me hold on, you guys. Can we let the X in right quick? Let him say something
That's
after
what
you,
I was
Creole
saying,
Butterfly.
Miss
Go ahead,
T.
baby.
Miss T.
Go
Velocity, I
ahead.
was just gonna say my one last thing, and then he could
Go
take it
ahead,
on.
baby. I said after you.
Okay,
Mhm.
yes, ma'am. Okay, so here's the thing also what people don't understand. I can pick up on things like this. It don't take me 3 and 4 times. My discernment is
Mhm.
key. I guess because I'm a
Mhm.
minister too, I don't know. But before I retired, I was a therapist. A lot of these people, is some of these
Mhm.
subbies, they got issues. Okay.
Yep.
So this entertains them. The stupidity of it all, it just it entertains them. They can pick up. It's like it feeds what they like. I don't get it,
Yep.
Mhm.
but it feeds what. But those of us who got a little bit more upstairs, I ain't saying we got it
Mm-hmm.
all, but we got a little bit more upstairs. You got to show people what you want from their channel. It's not
Mhm.
telling them what they need to do. It's like, look, if you want my click in my view, clean this up. Clean this up.
Mhm.
Because what I'm seeing, I can't stay up for 10 and 11 hours. Life be life, and then I
Mm-mm.
need sleep. Okay. I'm 54.
Mm-hmm.
I need,
Uh-huh.
but
Amen.
when I see that it's packed just to hear some stupidity, that
Yep.
Mhm.
bothers me. That bothers
Yep.
me. But go ahead, I'm done.
Yep.
Welcome to the panel, you guys. After this, and I hate this, but unfortunately, again, I have engagements that I gotta make. I mean, if somebody could hold this shit down, I'll jump in my car and get out of here. But I gotta get ready to get out of here. Go ahead, King ZX. Go ahead and say what you gotta say.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, Queen.
Good morning.
A little bit from a man's perspective is, first of all, Shish Trish attacked that man out of the blue, and he responded. And then women came together and said, "Oh my God, look what you said about her." But she kicked it off. That's one part of the story nobody wants to talk about: the lack of respect and demanding respect. You got to get it to get it. Bottom line.
Mhm. I
Now, when
agree
it
with that.
comes, yeah, and when it comes to the manosphere, I've been over there. I walk around. They don't like me over there. You know why? The manosphere. It's about, men who feel as though they've been subjugated by women. It's a mentality. It's not a cult. It's a group of hurt men who actually come from Tommy Sotomayor. And what their problem is, they got to pay child support. They're tired of the system. And I encourage brothers to pay their child support. And if
It
y'all
should.
women, right. And if women can talk about swirling and leaving the black man and disrespecting the black man, calling Cynthia G, famous terminology is dusties. Black men are nothing but dusties. But black women can talk about being with white men, rich, this, that, and the other. But as soon as a black man say, well, I find that Korean women are more docile. Oh my God, he don't love black women. Well, wait a minute. I thought we were swirling. Now, which one is it going to be? It's only okay when you talk about having a rich white man, rich Mexican, rich Russian. But as soon as a black man say, "Well, I like Bambi and her blonde hair and blue eyes." Oh my God, he done sold out black women. Y'all can't have it both ways. It's either
Them
one
rich
or the
Italians, I
other.
kind of like them.
I loved my black man,
You
honey. I
guys
was
say,
married
oh
almost
yeah,
30
I don't
years.
date
Yeah, and it's
a
not
I
even,
big.
and
loved
that
my
is
black
not
man.
even the totality of the situation when it comes to the manosphere. Okay, and then our women don't swirl. I mean, and people, women like Cynthia G. I've had it out with Cynthia G. For years as well. Because of the way that she comes at some black men, but the way that they put our black women in this bag, like everybody say, we are not a monolith. It is very derogatory. It is very dangerous. It is just more, it's so much more than a conversation. If it wasn't more than a conversation, then they wouldn't be on the FBI watch list. They are
Right.
considered terrorists.
Right.
They're on a
Okay.
terrorist watch
Understandable.
list. Okay, and that's for
Yeah.
a reason. It's not, it's just so
Could
much
you
more.
could you tell me what are they on? No, I hear you, and but I'd like to know exactly why are they on the FBI watch list?
Well,
Are
they,
they
they
making
came up on the
bombs?
FBI watch list first, because of what happened with the guy in the subway, and he claimed the manosphere. Then there were several women attacked under the guise of the
Yep.
manosphere,
Yep.
and then, but what got him on the watch list was that white man. He lived in Russia. I can't think of his name, but he's supposed to be the creator of the quote unquote manosphere, and he is on the FBI watch list as well. Not only for what he's done on the internet, but what he was with Trump a
Hear me?
little while ago. I can't
Miss you,
think of his
babe.
name.
Mhm.
And
Excuse me,
so,
but I thought it was Tommy Sotomayor
oh
and
no,
Kevin
absolutely not. No,
Samuels
before,
and
let me tell you,
Kevin
before in
Samuels,
2012,
black men.
It's
in
more than that.
2012,
It's
in
more than
2012, there's a man called Sergeant Willie P. And they told me in the manosphere that when this man named he dead now, named
You saying
Sergeant
Andrew
Willie
Tate?
P,
Something.
came online and start speaking all this anti-black woman rhetoric. First, there was not a black manosphere; it was only a white manosphere. And then some black men, they were acting, racist and prejudiced towards the black men that wanted to join the manosphere group. The black men broke off, and that downed the black manosphere. And when I came into the sector, it was the black manosphere. But it started out with this one white man and the white manosphere. But like I said, they broke up off because of racism.
You guys, hold
So
on.
look.
Hold on. Unfortunately, I started early 9:30 and I have to get out of here. Miss Olivia, I believe you are going live after this.
Oh, I wasn't planning on it.
Oh, okay. Because I wanted to
Oh,
know. I thought we was gonna pick up at your house. But okay, all right, baby.
I will if you
okay.
want me to. Don't give me a few
So let
minutes.
me
We can
just
continue this conversation. Absolutely. Because
Okay.
it's
Thank you.
important. I've been
Thank you for
talking
letting
about it
me
for
up.
a
Y'all
couple
have
of
a good
days.
Saturday.
Thank you,
no,
Miss
before you
T.
wait,
All
before
right.
everybody run, let me just thank y'all a whole damn. But I do gotta get out of here. Y'all no, this has been a very interesting conversation. I want y'all to know that you have made me knowledgeable and aware of some things that I wasn't knowledgeable and aware of. However, I respect you all, and I hope in return you respect my opinion. We agreed to disagree on several things. I'm not going to change my stance on some things. However, Again, I always appreciate when we all come together and have a discussion, when we converse and not yell and holler over each other. I've learned some things today. I appreciate you all for joining me. I think everyone is heading over to Miss Olivia's house. Again, Miss Olivia, you can say your last words. Stand by,
I
ZX.
just want to say, I just want to thank you for
Thank
allowing me to
you.
speak about the underlying issue. You see what I'm saying? Because it wasn't at surface level. It's the reason why
Mhm.
some people didn't appreciate that type of rhetoric. And but like you said, if you don't know, you just don't know. A lot of these people depend on people in sectors that don't know anything about this type of rhetoric, and
Mhm.
so that they could absorb themselves and bring forth this gender war content is what I call it. And this sector don't need that type of content.
Right.
It's just going to become content for a little while anyway, and they're going to get kicked to the side because the B sector is the B sector. Many have tried it, all have failed, and that's the only thing going to happen with this situation.
I don't know
So thank you
who
for
this
having me.
y'all ain't tired, but y'all ain't tired. I'm tired of your bullshit today. Go ahead, Miss Cruiser. Thank you, Miss Olivia, for joining me. Go
Thank you.
ahead, Cruiser.
Have a good day.
Once
And
again,
also for Miss
oh,
Cruz to say something, I can't
Yeah,
stand you because you get to go play bingo and them dang on
yeah.
slot machines
I live
anytime you
life,
want to.
shit. I live life, but
So
she always
hopefully
touching grass.
I love it. I touch grass. Go ahead. Thank you again, Miss Olivia. Thanks for
okay,
agreeing to
have a good
disagree.
day.
Move on,
Win
Cruiser. Let's
big,
wrap
win
it up.
big. Bye bye.
I hope so, darling. Go ahead, Miss Cruiser. Let's wrap
Okay,
it up. I
another
gotta.
good discussion. I have to say another one because I was in the earlier good discussion. Another good
Thank you.
discussion. And let me say this, just in case,
Of
because
course.
cruising down with the swirl. I got to say, and the reason why I got to say that is because y'all be done caught me, swirling. I don't want y'all to say, what's she on T-Velocity channel? No, that wasn't me.
Can
That
I
wasn't
ask
me.
y'all what that means? Sorry, y'all. What is swirling?
White men are
I,
different.
I, I date outside my race, including white men.
Oh, okay. I swear to God, I didn't know what that means, but I'm not a swirler. Let's move on. I'm married to a black man. Let's go, ZX. Oh, go ahead, Cruiser. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
And I am going live, but it's messy. It's not, so y'all go over to the more healthier stuff over. I'm gonna be silly on mine, so don't,
So Cruiser is going live. Miss
but I'm gonna
Olivia is
join.
going
But I'm
live.
gonna make it quick so I can join Olivia.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for respecting my views. Go ahead, Miss Butterfly, and then King ZX, you'll be last.
Okay, thank you so much. I want to say first of all, I'm just open to whatever God has for me. Y'all know I'm a widow now. I was almost married
Mm-hmm.
30 years, so I love black men. Love black men. I don't think there's nothing
I
better.
do.
Anyway, move forward. Other than that, please don't forget to come over and grace my place, please, over at the Butterfly Queendom. We talk about
Yes, I love you.
everywhere. We also break down the Bible, a whole bunch of stuff. And
Mm.
then last but not least, y'all, I'm gonna say this: pray about everything, but get out and vote. Thank you. Thank you, Miss
Yes. Thank
Velocity.
you. Thank you so much. ZX, let's wrap it up, King. Didn't have a lot of
All
time
right.
on the panel, but I'm glad. Hold on, let me say this. I'm glad you brought awareness to that. You believe, and some other people also felt as though Trish started with this gentleman. Come on, let's wrap it up, baby. They
Yes,
calling
ma'am.
it.
Yes, ma'am. She did. And let me just say this. I think it is. I think it's crazy. Y'all call it the B sector. Well, whoever comes through here, they want to beef. But then when people want to beef, then you become isolationists. And then they
Uh-huh.
have to conform, which is ridiculous. If the beef is about fighting amongst your family and fighting amongst people you know, it's crazy. It's just crazy. It doesn't make sense to be arguing. Yeah.
I agree to a certain extent, but I just keep it moving. But yeah, I agree with you, baby. I agree with you when
Yeah.
you say we
Doesn't
just
make
fight
any
amongst
sense.
ourselves. We could get
Mhm.
out and fight with other people. I agree with you on that one,
Exactly.
CX. Thank you for
Exactly.
joining as
Yes,
always.
ma'am. Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
You have a great day.
Yep. All right. Thank you so much to everyone who joined me today. Please make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate you all. I never take you for granted. Thank you for the new members, and thank you for YouTube camera gifting me those 5 memberships. Thank you for lovely one. Instead let Lemon do his own thing. Now listen again, and this is my perspective, and I'm gonna wrap it up. I appreciate you all for understanding. Over here, I'm going to do me. You may not like me. So you may not agree with me. You may not agree with me. So I just say, if you don't like me, you don't agree with me, change the channel and keep it moving. I'm not going, you blocked, I'm not going back and forth with people. I respect whatever content creator and who they have on their panel. I'm not a click person. I'm not a get along to go along. And I don't kiss it. I'm a free thinking. I am who I am. So let's just keep that in mind when I come over here and give my commentary. I didn't know what Swirl Girl was, y'all, but thank you, Swirl. I didn't know what that meant. And I wasn't defending Lori. I just was looking at it in a different light. Sometimes we may think people have their lives all together and to include emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and they don't. We only see these people for who they are right here. My perspective is from what I see. And with that being said, I wish you all well today. Enjoy the weather. I gotta go. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Thanks for joining me. Please make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. I gotta go, y'all. They call me. It's the first of the month. It'll be busy.